My name is Jake, and welcome to Can I Fix It? I recently bought this original Nintendo DS Phat online with a broken hinge to fix for a future video. However, like most used products online, it did not come with a charger. Now I bought a charger online and it should get here in a few days, but I don't really want to wait that long. So I'm going to show you how to make a charger from cords that you might have lying around your house. The original Nintendo DS's had the same charging port as the Gameboy Advance SP. And as you can see, it's sort of similar in size to a USB. It's slightly skinnier, and there's this plastic piece that prevents you from sliding a USB inside. But we are actually going to mod a USB cable so that it can fit inside there. So what you'll need for this project are two cables that have this USB end. I'm going to use this micro USB cable and an old broken mouse that I don't need anymore. So first off, let's chop off the parts of the cable that we need. Now we'll need to strip back these wires so we can expose the parts that we will be soldering together. Inside the cable, you'll find 4 wires. There's a red and black wire that are for power and a white and green wire that are for data transfer. The white and green wires will be unused as we just want to use this cable for charging. Now let's do the same thing to the other cable. Now we'll strip back the red and black wires on both of these cables. Alright, we've got both the red and the black wires on both of these cables stripped back, and we could solder these, but because this is just going to be a temporary charger while I wait for my real charger to come, I'm just going to twist the wires, and that should be good enough. If you're planning on making this your permanent charger, I'd probably recommend soldering it, but twisting the wires will work just fine. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is that the plus and minus on this charging port is actually flipped from what a normal USB port is. So when we're wiring these up, we're actually going to flip it so that we're attaching red to black and black to red. So those are twisted up nicely. Now we're just going to tape it all down with some electrical tape, and we'll also make sure to tape these ones down here so that they don't touch and so that we can get them out of the way. Now I'm going to leave these two untaped for now until we get this thing fully tested and know that it's working. But for now, we have one more thing we have to do, and that is to get rid of this metal casing around this USB so that it can actually fit inside the charging port of our Nintendo DS. So we are going to take some pliers here and we are going to gently squeeze this so that we can deform it just slightly. So by mangling this with a set of pliers and with these scissors here, we've managed to create a gap right here that we can now just peel the entire thing off. So that was definitely the most difficult part of this whole thing, but once you get that part off, we are pretty much done. Let's plug this thing in and see if we can get it to charge our Nintendo DS. Now, the Nintendo DS usually charges off of 5.2 volts, but a 5-volt phone charger will be just fine. So let's plug this end into our 5-volt phone charger. Now let's plug it in and see if it works. As you can see, the charging light has come on, so this is indeed charging. Now in my case, I did find that I have to push down on the back here for it to charge. So this is not the most stable charging solution. You're most likely not going to be able to play your DS while it charges, but this will work in a pinch, and it definitely works as a temporary charger, especially in my case where I'm waiting for the real charger to come. So we've got one more thing for us to do, and that is to tape these exposed wires down so that they will not short. So there you have it. We have our cords looking nice, and that is how you can make an impromptu Nintendo DS or Game Boy Advance SP charger out of 2 USB cables. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Can I Fix It?